Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome. It's good to have you. And our topic for you today, quite simply, how to improve your gym business. We're going to give you 5 things to think about. How to improve your gym business. Now, before we get into our topic today, just a quick reminder that, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And as a quick reminder, for you folks who are looking to open a new gym and you need funding, you're looking to acquire a gym, you need funding, you have an existing operation, you need some working capital. We can help with funding from between $50,000 and $400,000 that's unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. And the basic qualification for that program, it's a 680 credit score or better in all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and then minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below, under financing and funding for more information on that program, as well as other funding options, they have available for you. And so with that said, let's get into our topic here today, and it's how to improve your gym business. Okay, how to improve your gym business. So number 1 on my list is listen to your members. Listen to your members. One of the little philosophies that I use when we go in and we're doing a turnaround or first get involved with a club that maybe it's not performing. We do this with staff actually, but same thing with members, is we'll actually hand out like a questionnaire, like an interview sheet, and have them answer a lot of questions. And I'll sit down and interview staff and talk to them, about what they like, what they don't like, the good, the bad, and all that. And what I'm looking for are things that we can use, because I'm looking for a reason to say yes, okay? I'm looking for a reason to say yes with my staff, and I'm looking for a reason to say yes, with the members, okay? I want to incorporate those ideas if they're viable, if they make sense, for what we're trying to do. I remember a time we were doing a turnaround, and I was in the club, and I was on the workout floor just kind of listening a little bit. And I remember hearing one of the guys talking about how he was just disappointed in the club because all they cared about was new members coming in, and they really didn't, do things for people like himself who'd been there for a long, long time. And it really, getting that information, I remember, really helped that club owner really recognize that, hey, well, I should listen to our members, and then what can we do? And we actually put together programs, to really reward, those kind of folks that have been around for a while. So learn to listen to your members, even when you see complaints. Okay, if they're online, I know those aren't fun, but you get complaints or people that aren't happy. Look at that and say, okay, is there a chance that they're right? And if so, how can we fix this? How can we improve it? Okay, so listen to your members. And I would give you one more thing to think about. This is a kind of a time-tested kind of sales philosophy, but learn to be agreeable. Mary, I understand. We should be giving you better service than that. Mary, I understand. It seems like everything costs more money these days. You can learn to be agreeable. It doesn't mean you're going over to the other side, so to speak. You're just acknowledging what they're saying, and yeah, I understand. I get it. Okay. Number 2, determine your best marketing channels. And maybe determining your best marketing and your best marketing channels. What are the best channels? And one of the things, I'm going to talk about this here on the next one a bit, but make sure you're really monitoring, your responses, phone inquiries, emails that come in, text messages, direct messages, all your traffic, your walk-in traffic, your referrals. Monitor all this, what's working and what's not. You want to know your numbers, and you want to see, what's making the difference for you, okay? Because, just spending money on advertising in and of itself is not going to do the trick. It's make sure you're spending it the best places. What are your best marketing channels? You've got video, you've got here on YouTube, you've got, TikTok and Instagram, and you've got, Facebook, and you've got a host of things that you can do. What are the best ones for your gym and why? Okay, and you don't want it to be guesswork, so make sure you're really tracking this. Okay, and it's not only the traffic, but the folks that are coming in. You might be getting a lot of traffic over here, but maybe they're not converting. You may not be getting as much traffic over here, but it's converting. You want to start to look at some of those things. Number three, and this is what I was kind of leading into with that, is you want to spot trends. Okay, we want to improve our gym business, spot trends. And this gets back to really monitoring your numbers, knowing your KPIs, knowing those key performance indicators. What kind of trend do we have? How many inquiries are we getting? Is it up? Is it down? Is it static? What percentage are we setting to come in? When are we setting them to come in? What is our show percentage? What is our conversion percentage when they come in? How are we doing on the second sale when they come in? There's a lot of things we want to be looking at right there that it's easy for those things to get away from us. And the big thing that I always look at is what I refer to as success apathy. Just because we had success in the past, it doesn't guarantee success in the future. And so we have to make sure we're staying true to these numbers, but spot these trends. If you see a dip in your closing percentage, in your conversion, if we're not doing training, you better get on it. Okay, are we using a needs analysis? Are we solving problems? Maybe our traffic flow has dropped. Let's take a look at that. Why would that be? Maybe we're just not simply setting the appointments. Okay, so take a look at that. You want to spot trends. You want to know your numbers so well. You want to fix this before it gets to be an emergency. Number 4, give your business a makeover. Give your business a makeover. This one doesn't get done enough, I think. One of the hallmarks of facilities that do long-term, do the best, is the ownership, that they keep those gyms as new today as the day that they first opened. They keep them as new today as the day that they first opened. And that's what you want to do. It's a constant makeover, okay? And I'll give you a quick example. We had a club one time that it was probably 40 years old, looked like it was 40 years old. We did a good job of selling, okay? Retention was more challenging because of the circumstances. And we just, the funding wasn't going to be there to really make the improvement. So, how can we make an impact? And what was interesting, what we chose to do is it's a big facility. It's probably 30, 40,000 feet. We chose to rearrange everything. Okay, selectorized equipment, free weights, you name it. We rearranged everything. And when folks came in on Monday morning, it was all oohs and ahs. Oh, you guys got new equipment. This is great. And really what it amounted to is they had just gotten in the pattern of going straight to that pieces that they use. They didn't see other things. And even though it wasn't really a makeover, so to speak, it was some things that are different that did help. So, and I bring that up for any club that maybe is struggling economically. That can be a good way to look at some things, and sometimes even just floor coverings and paint on the wall can be that. And then number 5 on my list, how to improve your gym business: be accessible. Be accessible. The way I like to look at this from that ownership perspective, treat this like you're running for mayor. Be out on that workout floor, be at the front, be talking to people, shaking hands, welcoming them, let them know you're happy to have them, answering questions for them, handling, comments that they might have, but be accessible, be out front. Okay, and if your facility is set up a little bit differently, if you're that point person, be accessible. The worst thing you can do is get stuck in an office. Okay, you're not going to run anything kind of stuck in that office. Get out there with the folks, because this is where the action is going to be. And I can think years back when I was first managing a gym, and I can think of being out there, and I'm in the front lobby, and I'm just striking up conversations with folks, and before I know it, somebody wants to add on a spouse and a couple kids, and they want to add all the additional amenities, and it came from just being accessible and striking up conversations with folks. So 5 tips how to improve your gym business. Pick the ones that work best for you, and let me hear from you in the comments on how well it works for you. Folks, again, my name's jthomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here on the channel today. And if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. To learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then as a final reminder here today, for you folks who are looking to open a new gym and you need funding, you're looking to acquire a gym and you need funding, you have an existing operation, you need working capital, we can help with funding from between $50,000 and $400,000 in funding that is unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. The basic qualification for that program, it's a 680 credit score or better in all three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and then a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. You can check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that program, as well as other financing options we have available for you. So again, my name is Jim Thomas. I appreciate you being here, and we'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.